Hello, mothers of Elevation School of Performing Arts. I'm Ember and I'm here to teach you how to do some stage makeup for the upcoming concert. I'll be using my own makeup routine and my own makeup products, so feel free to use your own. Make sure to ask some questions and let's get started on this bronzy stage makeup look. The first step is to, of course, moisturize, because skincare is number one. Today I'll be using the Nivea moisturizer, but use any moisturizer that you have. Just lather that all over the face for a good base. Next is to do your brows. This is optional, but for mothers who are doing their little child's makeup, you don't have to do their eyebrows, but fill them in if it's needed. After you've filled in your brows, I'm just going to use an eye primer where it keeps the eye makeup lasting longer. This is very useful. I got it from MAC Cosmetics for about $30. This is optional, you don't have to use this, but it is useful. You're just going to put it all over the eyelid. Now moving on to the eyes. Today I'll be using the Morphe palette 350. You can get this online for $22, I think. But it is very useful. I use this for every single stage makeup look. It comes with all of these colors, warm colors. So for this look, it's going to be more warm toned colors. So it would be good if you went to a store like Kmart or something just to pick up a warm coloured eyeshadow palette for yourself or your child. The brushes that I'll also be using are from Morphe for about $4 each, but same again, you can buy something from Kohl's, the cosmetic section in Kohl's and Kmart, to buy some cheaper brushes. And that would be great. Using a big fluffy brush like this, you're going to go in this color right here and go in the outer corners in a circular soft motion to create depth, a light depth in the eye. So using the brush, you're just going to lightly go in circular motions along the crease here and just gently blend that out. Once that's all blended out, you're going to now go into a slightly darker color, like this one right there, and just focus that color on the outer corners over here. So focusing on the outer corners, you're just going to gently circle that in. Of course, it is optional to get this makeup palette that I'm using, but as I said before, you can get a duplicate or a makeup palette with the colors similar to the ones I'm using now. You want to make sure this is evenly blended as well. Going back into the palette, we're going to use the first color that we used and we're just going to go slightly again just to darken it up a bit. It is also okay to get it in the middle of the eye because we're going to put some glitter on top of it. Feel free to go as light with the makeup as possible if you want to, and if you want you can go a bit heavier with the eye makeup, but of course that is your choice. Now going in with a brush like this, and we're just going to use a dark color like this one right here, and we're just going to put it on the crease of the eye and blend it out. Now moving on to the exciting step of the eye makeup tutorial. Using a flat brush like this, we're going to go in and put some glitter on our eyelids. So using a gold color like this one right here, and we're just going to pat that gently onto the eyelid. The eyeshadow is all done. Now we're going to move on to the eyeliner. So just using a pencil eyeliner, we're just going to go along the lashes, along the lash line, just to give it a more defined lash line, to make it look like your lashes are fuller. Just to heat up the pencil. So just going along the edge of the lash line. On the top lash line, just to get a clean, smooth line. Once that's done, I'm going to use a Rimmel London winged eyeliner pen. And if you want to, this is optional, you can put a short wing to go along with the eyeshadow. Also, just a quick tip with the eyeliner, make sure the eyeliner goes up, keeping in line with the bottom lash line and going up. Try not to keep it going down or straight to the side. It will make your child look a bit sad on stage. Since this eye is all done, I'm just gonna go on with this eye and then we'll go on to the face makeup. Now that the eye makeup is done, now we're gonna move on to the face. Since we have already moisturized, we're gonna go in with a foundation. There are some good foundations in the Gloss Cosmetic shop, but this foundation that I'm using today is by MAC. It is the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 foundation. It is a pretty good foundation. I can't remember how much it is, but I do know there are good foundations in Target, Kohl's, Woolies, Kmart, and of course in Gloss. So with a brush like one of these, we're just going to distribute the foundation all over the face. Try not to go overly heavy with it because you are going to sweat, or your child is going to sweat during the concerts and performances. So just go pretty light. So you want to go a little bit underneath the eye, along the chin, along the forehead, along the nose, and then around the cheeks. And once that is all spread, you're going to use the Beauty Blender. It would be easier to blend everything out if you slightly dampen the Beauty Blender, and that will give a smoother application. Just using some water. Whoops. Once that is slightly dampened, you're just going to blend along all the face. Just use gentle gentle dabbing motions. Don't swipe because that will make the foundation all streaky, and that is not what you would want. So dabbing it will give it an even application and also a smoother airbrushed application. Also, if you don't really want to get a beauty blender, you can also just buy a foundation brush. If you would like, after the first coat is blended in, you can, this is optional, you can add in another coat, another layer, just for a bit more coverage. I'm just gonna stick to just one layer because I don't want it to cake up all in my skin. Once that is done, you're gonna use the same brush that you used to distribute all the foundation, and you go in with concealer. Just this lighter color right there, underneath the eyes. So you're just gonna go in a triangle sort of shape, like so. A little bit on the chin, on the forehead, and then just a bit on the nose. And then again with the Beauty Blender, you're just going to blend away. Doing this plus contouring, that's optional as well, will help the face look a bit slimmer, and doing the concealer will brighten up these areas of the face. And once that is all blended, you're going to get a brush like this one right here, or something similar to it, and you're going to go back into the palette, the warm shaded palette, and you're going to use this shade right here, and that's going to go along the lower lash line. Now gently do this sort of motion along the lower lash line to get a smoky sort of look. So using a brush like this one right here and the Bare Minerals matte contour powder. It's just a darker shade color that goes along here and along here, and if you want, the jawline, and it makes your face look slimmer, and it does look pretty good on stage. So you're just gonna get a bit of the powder, tap off the excess, and just lightly like brush it underneath the cheekbones. That is all done, and if you want to, this helps with helping the makeup, the face makeup, stay on for that little bit longer. Use a translucent powder just to go along here, along the areas that you would sweat the most. So it's just a translucent powder. It comes off clear, but it just pats in and helps lock in all of the foundation. So the powder looks just like this. I got this from Big W for about, I think, $10. This powder is the Professional High Definition Finishing Powder. So you're just gonna pat that underneath the eyes, along the chin, nose, and forehead, and just, you know, blend that out. I've got this separately for doing the eyes, so we're just gonna go in with mascara. Any mascara will do. If you want to, after the mascara, you can put on fake eyelashes, but I usually just go with the mascara so I don't have to worry about my eyelashes falling off while dancing. Before you put the mascara on, you first gotta curl your lashes with one of these and then put on your mascara. The whole look is almost done. We're just gonna get a highlighter. This is optional, but it does put a nice shimmer onto the look. You're just gonna put this shimmery pressed powder all over the face. Well, not all over the face, on areas of the face in which it is the highest parts of the face. So right here and on the nose. So you're just gonna get a fan brush. If you don't have one of these, maybe just a larger brush like one of these, and I'll lightly go into the highlighter, tap off. I got this from MAC, but there are some alternatives from Kmart and whatnot. And you're just gonna lightly dust on the shimmer pressed powder, the highlighter. And it adds a nice glow. And then on the nose, once you've highlighted the face, you're going to take a small brush like one of these, and you're going to highlight the inner corners and the brow bone. And then up on the brow bone right here. Once that is done, you're gonna want to get some blush. So I'm just gonna use the Clarins blush with a massive fluffy brush like one of these, and you're just gonna dust that along the cheek, apples of the cheek. Once that is done, last step is to put on a lipstick. Whatever colour Mrs. Knight would want you to wear, that is the lipstick that you will wear. But I'm just going to go in with one of these just for the video. If you do have any questions, make sure to ask myself or Mrs. Knight before the day of the concert. Thanks for watching. I really hope this helps, and I hope this is useful. Good luck with the makeup tutorial. Bye.